Hi, this is Leslie from the Studio Kitchen, and I'm speaking with Denet here, who is a customer as well as an employee, and she has recently started the Paleo diet, and we want to hear about some of her results.
I've been on many diets, and they haven't worked because I wasn't on the right one. Laura had come to me. I had sinus infection after sinus infection after sinus infection, and she's like, you need to read this book called It Starts With Food. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, please read this book. I said, okay, I'll go out and buy it, and I didn't. So finally she brought the book here and she gave it to me. She's like, please read this book, I think it's going to help you. And I was like, okay, so I got home and got all ready and started to read the book, and I couldn't put it down. It's very easy to follow. It makes a lot of sense. Just as you're reading it, you're like, yeah, I get that. I understand that, and I think for anybody that wants to be healthier or lose some weight, this paleo diet is easy. Mm-hmm.
And especially now that we, the Studio Kitchen, are offering it for customers for the week, for 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I think it's a beautiful plan. And like I said, I've already lost 11 pounds, and it's amazing. This will be the end of my 4th week, so it's been almost a month. So I've done the whole 30, and the results have just been crazy good. I mean, I can't explain how much things have changed. My energy has just gone through the roof. In the very beginning, that commercial that they talk about, oh, you need to go have your hormones changed so you feel better, and I was like that close to going and getting my hormones checked and go through that whole thing. And I started this diet thanks to Laura, and everything about it has been great. I've lost 11 pounds in 4 weeks, and that's good. I mean, that wasn't even my primary goal.
So, Denet, tell me a little bit more about fake food.
Oh, fake food. Oh, it's everywhere. And I just look down the aisles, and there's all this pre-packaged food that has been manipulated with chemicals, processing, and they're telling you it's healthy. Eat it, and it doesn't come from the earth. I mean, things that you want to fill your body with come from what God put on the earth. You just need to go to the meat market, and then go to the vegetable and produce and fruit, and that's the only place you need to go. That's what you need to be eating, not all this fake food that's not really good for you. They try to find one little thing that's good about it, like saying the whole grain bread. Oh, it's healthy for you, it's whole grain bread. Well, what they've done to the actual wheat itself, they strip it of all of its protein or all of its nutrition, and then they put it back in using chemicals, and so it's not that healthy. Interesting. But they've got a label saying, oh, it's good for you because it's whole wheat, and that's just not the case. And just like your durums, all the durum, it's pasta. It's processed food. It's fake food. That's the only way I can say it. Yeah, it's good. They make it so it's good, but what they put in there to make it so good is not good. So that's what I mean by fake food.
Tell us about your daughter.
My daughter Hannah read the book. It's called What Starts With Food, and she's all for it. It makes so much sense to us. At first you're like, you read this and you're like, well, what is there to eat? And but after you start doing it, mm-hmm. it's endless. There are so many things that you can do without all the chemicals, without those, with just your fruits and your vegetables and your meats and coconut oil and olive oil. There's but yeah, she's 100%. And she doesn't need to lose weight. She just wants to be healthy, mm-hmm. and she's going healthy.
And how old is she?
She's 15, mm-hmm. and she's going to turn 16 next week or next month. But she's in for the health. She takes care of herself. She runs every morning, and now she's telling her friends about paleo, and people are asking more and more questions about it. So it's all a good thing. And the more my husband's on board with it. He's big, he's 6'4", He told me he was at 260, and I think now he's down to 255, and he's only been doing it for a couple of weeks. But even he's seen a change in him, and it's so positive. It's such a, it's so hard to explain because it just makes so much sense. It's like a aha moment. You're like, you get it, and so then you're looking at your vegetables and you're like, oh, you just can't wait to get to him. And he's a big eater, and he eats, and he's losing weight, and he's wanting to get healthy. And I've got one more daughter who's kind of started this past couple days because we're all losing weight, and she's like, I want to lose some weight. So almost my whole family's on board. Okay. And probably by the end of this month, it'll be, yes. I'm pulling out the grits and cream of wheat, and I need to just do a deep cleaning and then just start paleo. Just have everything in the refrigerator ready to go. So when you're hungry, it's there waiting for you, and you don't have to, I'm hungry. And Laura introduced me to plantains the other day, and those are like chips. I mean, those are my chips, and they're delicious. They're good. So have something on hand that you can, grab while you're waiting for your food to cook.
So I've seen the amount of work that Laura put into this diet, and the detailed amount of work. She's made it very easy for customers to get on board with this. All you do is follow the directions. You receive a booklet that is step-by-step directions for the entire week, times 4. And we look forward to seeing an order from you soon.